Okay, back to these guys. Home. That was the intro to a song called Dreamer, which is on their second album. It's played in unison, and it's parts of it are in harmony and parts of it are in unison. And it's played on, I think, 2 Telecasters. So really what you want is the twangiest, most metallic Telecaster sound you possibly can get. You know, like if you pick it right at the bridge, you can clean up the sound a bit if you want it to be really, you know, metallic and trebly in sound. Now, this is their second album after Pause for a Horse and their concept album, The Alchemist, which is absolutely sensational. And I love this album. Now, the first song, Dreamer, is one of these things that every time I heard it, I would just think, oh, I have no idea what they're playing there. And it's one of these songs that I thought was impenetrable. As I say, Mick Stubbs, who's sadly no longer with us, and Laurie Wisefield, who went on to do great things in Wishbone, play it. Some of it's in unison and some of it's in harmony, right? When you start trying to break it down, you know, you can get fairly close to it. But it is, as I say, it's doubly hard because sometimes they're playing in unison and sometimes they're playing in harmony. And when you try and, you know, write a harmony to a chromatic line, it's quite hard, right? The obvious one would be, but they don't do that, right? So, also, it's in an unusual tuning. Not E flat or slightly below E flat or a Van Halen-esque tuning. It's higher than an A440. Now it's played in A, but you know it's like halfway towards B flat. So if you want to play along with the record, you're going to have to like tune up every string on your guitar to sound in keeping with them. Now I listened to the live version as well. They've got a live BBC album, and I listened to the version they did on that to see if I could get an inkling into what both of them play. And it's slightly above concert pitch, so I'm just adjusting my strap here. It's not quite comfortable. There you go, that's better. It's not as high as the studio version, but it's still slightly higher than A440. So I will break this down as best I can. It would be anybody out there in a guitar band, a 2 guitar band, you could play this song. It's a fantastic song, but you could also, I wonder if you could play this as an intro and then go into something else, you know, presumably something that's in the key of A as well. So, it's going to use a lot of open strings, right? It's going to use a lot of open strings, and when you kind of get your head around that, it becomes maybe slightly easier to see or to hear what they're doing, right? So the first thing you hear after you hear, I don't know which one of them it is, shouts "pay attention," is this. Right, so we fret the C, and then pull off the C, and then 2 up and down on the A, and then. So we play the A, pull off the C, 2A, pull off the G, pull off the F sharp, that's the first line, and then there's, right, so that's an open G string, obviously because that's, you know, that's in the key, it's a flat 7th in A minor if you like. And then 3 chromatic notes, C, C sharp, D. So we get like that, right? Next time, they play something more conventional, right? So that's all on a 5-note scale. So we've got G, A, C, and then D, E, C. and then the open string climb starts. So we get 2 notes, right? Play that bit twice, right? So that's open 5, 7, if you like, if you want to do it in the fret numbers. So that's an A note, open, a D and an E, and then the same again on the next string, it should be D, G and A. Right? Play that as fast as you like, you know, because it's coming off the opening string. Now, the way I count it is there's 4 of these measures. Right? Next one. Right? And then we get up to the G, like that. So we go. Right? Now, while one of them goes, the other one goes, and then and we get all the way up to G. So we've got, then do the same in the D and G strings, then then 2 pull-offs, right, and you're at the top. So we're going from, it's in A, but it ends on a very high G note, and the last 2 notes are like that, right? So A string, first line, right? Play that again, or D string and G string, and then the G string, just 1 string but 2 positions, right? And then the B string, and this time we've got 8 and 10, right? So you see there's 4 measures and then 2 notes. So the whole thing is and that's the whole part. That's your intro to Dreamer. Now right after that, there's right, and it goes down to the A. So there's 7 picks on the G. And it's double pick. Sorry, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Then note's bent though, so it's like, so that G note is bent, but the actual rhythm of it is, and then A G, and then D C. I went into that, and we're back into that. The riff changes slightly for the verses, and then we go to an E minor for the verse proper to start. There's also a lovely kind of Albert Lee bit that they use as punctuation after the first verse where they go, all the country players among you will know that, where you use the pull-offs of the F sharp and E and the D and the C. Shows that way, right? So that's it. Dreamer by Home, it's track 1, side 1. The tuning is slightly above concert. It's in A, and that's it. As I say, you know, if you are in a 2-guitar band and you want to play that in unison or in harmony, it would sound sensational. Or I think you could use that as an intro into another song. Whatever, they're an absolutely sensational band. I'm going to do some more Home stuff. I've done Fancy Lady Hollywood Child a while back because it's one that I really love. But honestly, if you want to investigate an album that is not very well known, I would heartily recommend that. It's absolutely great. So there you go, Dreamer. See you next time.